Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Qul ya ayyuhal kafirun la a'budu ma ta'budun wa la antum a'buduna ma a'bud wa la ana a'budun ma a'badtum wa la antum a'buduna ma a'bud lakum dinukum waliya din. Sadaqallahul azim. Welcome to corporate briefing of OLP Modaraba for the year 2025. Actually, first slide is the brief of the Modaraba. This is the journey of the Modaraba. Modaraba was incorporated in 1987 as a ANC First Granges Modaraba. Then in 2003, it is converted to Stand Chartered Modaraba. Then in 2016, ORX Group take ownership of ORX Stand Chartered Modaraba, and its name was changed to OLP Modaraba. In 2023, the name of ORX Modaraba is changed to OLP Modaraba. Next slide. This is some of the historical events during 1987 to 2025. That's the next one. This is some major achievements by the Modaraba, incorporated in 1998 and 1987. When 20 Stand Chartered required railways, then 26 Forex leasing required SCM Stand Chartered Modaraba. Then subsequent 2022 name of Modaraba was changed. OLP Modaraba is the pioneer of modern Islamic financial institution of the country. Welcomed by the investors. It is public offer is 1 billion against offer of 72 million. This is the highest amount received in history of Pakistan Stock Exchange at that time. Pakistan Burma Shell, Pakistan State Oil, Siemens are our first clients. Our management company, OLP Services Pakistan Private Limited, this is the wholly owned subsidiary of OLP Services, Financial Services Pakistan Limited. Sharia advisor Mufti Faisal Ahmed, and credit rating is AA and A1+. This is some awards and achievements. Next slide, please. This is some awards. Sport for Healthcare Organizations, Sport for Environment Management है, Best Performance Award है, Collaboration and Partnership है, Engagement Communication है, FPPCI Awards हैं, Management Association of Pakistan का award है, Corporate Excellence Award. Staff strength is 58%, 38 is permanent, and 28 contractual. Quality staff, some of the employees, old employees of ORX OLP Modaraba was a prominent position in the sector, especially as is one of the chairman.
The history of OLP Modaraba has been such that a lot of the alumni have achieved quite prominent positions, including that of the chairman SCCP. Move on to the next slide, please. That's the organogram. The board of directors has three distinct committees with the internal audit reporting into the audit committee. Then there are various departments: human resources, press, credit risk, information technology, wealth management, special assets, credit risk, compliance, company secretariat, finance, and special asset management, and client governance. The governance model is such that we have Naveed Kamran Balod Saab as the chairman and independent non-executive director. I am the CEO. Noshirwan Adil is in INED. Naila Hassan is the INED and a female director. Raymond Alfrey, Faisal Raj, and Nadeem Khan represent the Oryx Group on the board. This is essentially a general sense of the way that we work, especially in our risk management model. As you know, we are extremely versatile and focused on managing our risk. The portfolio shape working, risk triggers, VaR estimations, risk reporting, credit rating, and scorecard models all stem from these various inputs. This is actually quite a busy slide. Risk management takes quite a lot of input, starting from internal fraud, international sanctions, third-party vendors, anti-bribery, anti-money laundering, external fraud, regulatory non-compliance, product management, significant business interruption, data management, change management, conduct, mis-selling, market misconduct, major systems failure, collateral and documentation management, and information cybersecurity all vying to create a risk management model. In Sharia governance, we were very proud to say that we are one of the most Sharia compliant entities on the stock exchange. This year, we also had an external Sharia audit done in compliance with the Sharia governance regulations imposed on Mudarabas. Our Sharia advisor conducts review and reports on a yearly basis and basically advises on Sharia transactions and structuring. The Sharia auditor monitors these transactions on the basis of Sharia guidelines and reports the findings to the board audit committee and the Sharia advisor. Our legal agreements for different products were approved by the SACP Religious Board, and I just want to sort of highlight that out of the 13 lending products and the 3 deposit products, all 13 lending and 2 deposit products were initiated by OLP. Our products are diminishing musharaka, certificate of musharaka, house financing, Modaraba, and we used to do ijara finance, but we've cut that off quite a bit. We're very diversified in terms of our portfolio. Apart from assurance model individuals, you would see that none of these sectors are higher than 20%. And we're diversified into all sectors of the Pakistan Stock Exchange. In terms of product diversification and asset diversification, plant and machinery is still our primary product. About 50% or so of our portfolio consists of plant and machinery. The second largest is motor vehicles, which is about 44%, and then the remaining housing and others sort of make up the remaining. Financial performance.
Okay, this is the financial RSC. Net profit is 174 million. Cash dividend in PKR 113 million. In percentage is 25%. Total disbursement 3.47 billion, and EPS is 3.84. The total assets 8.874 billion, and breakup value is 28.24. One of the largest Modaraba of the country assets on deposit side, OLP Modaraba has the largest retail com portfolio in entire Modaraba sector. This is 3.97 billion. Record history of dividend payout. Average dividend payout during the last 38 years is 23%, and it is the minimum is 16% and maximum is 40% during this period. One of the pioneer Modaraba that adopted IFRS 9, including calculation of ECL model. Maintained good portfolio. Impairment is less than 250 million during the last 38 years, and against a disbursement of more than 62 billion. It is only 0.38% of the disbursed amount. This is the earning per certificate for last, I think, 10 years. Currently is 3.84 PKR per certificate. This is a breakup value against market value. Our market value as at June 30th, 2025 is 18.77 PKR against a breakup value of 29.24 PKR. And against the next slide, this is the certificate holders. Oh, sorry, previous one. Certificate holders fund is 748 million and reserve is 579 million. This is the dividend, including bonus shares, is 113 million rupees, and against percentage is 25%. And on portfolio size, this is portfolio 7.7 billion. Total disbursement is 2.68 billion. This is the income stream. Gross revenue is 1.5 billion. Charges, financial charges and admin expenses 291 billion, and net profit is 174 million. EPS is 3.84. This is return on equity and return on assets and dividend yield and return on capital employed. This is P ratio and dividend payout. For the 2025, 4.89 is the P ratio and dividend payout is 7. I think. This is the balance sheet. Total assets is 8.8 billion, 874 billion. Major assets is DM financing, which is 6.81 billion. And on liability side, our major liability is certificate of Musharka, which is 5.633 billion. Total liabilities and equities 8.7 billion. This is the balance sheet ratio, debt to equity ratio, and financial coverage ratio. Debt to equity is 1.26 and financial coverage is 1.14. And this is a breakup of our liability side. And in 2025, COMS is the major liability side 5.91 billion, bank financing 1.0 billion, and equity is 1.327. This was
for the future outlook. There are certain things that we're looking at to make this Modaraba more sustainable and obviously more profitable going forward. First is the management of risk, which includes stress testing and recovery efforts. Given that the last 2-3 years there's been a high default risk of the economy. We're looking at a technology upgrade that should be up and running before the end of this fiscal, and we're looking at more portfolio alignment, especially in terms of assurance model. This is essentially the same statement in a more graphic form. We intend to diversify clientele and products and use group intelligence and resources, as well as adding on the other income side. And we will use our thought leader process status, as well as our linkages with the regulator to create differentiated financial products and outreach with partnerships.
Next is a question. Any questions from audience?
Any questions from the people who've logged in?
Ji, Assalamualaikum. Sir, my name is Hassan Murtaza. I have a fefew questions. Sir, मेरा पहला सवाल है कि your September quarter for first quarter FY26 was of 73 paisa. The earnings were 73 paisa. And this was the lowest earnings in the last 4 quarters. This is the same trend for the revenues as well. Like your revenue was 385 million and the average run rate was almost 475 million during the last 4-5 quarters. Similarly, your ROE has been slightly above the current policy rate, around 13 to 14%. So my question is that what are your plans and what is the forward guidance for increasing these figures in the coming months, considering the current policy rate environment?
अच्छा, इसमें ये मैंने आंसर उसमें भी किया था, एजीएम में भी किया था। एक तो आप टॉप लाइन रेवेन्यू की बात कर रहे हैं प्राइमरली, और टॉप लाइन रेवेन्यू जो है वो इन द लास्ट 1 ईयर इस वजह से नीचे आया बिकॉज द बेंचमार्क रेट्स हैव गॉन डाउन, बट आवर्स इज अ स्प्रेड बिजनेस। तो अगर आप स्प्रेड देखेंगे तो हमारा स्प्रेड और हमारा नेट प्रॉफिट वही है जो लास्ट ईयर इस पीरियड में था। तो उसमें हमें कोई बहुत ज्यादा इफेक्ट एज सच नहीं आया। लेकिन अगर आप हिस्टोरिकल कॉन्टेक्स्ट में देखेंगे तो फर्स्ट क्वार्टर यूजुअली इज अ स्लो क्वार्टर एंड थिंग्स पिक अप जब साल गुजर रहा होता है। So my sense is that you will see a better result in December and obviously better results in March and then June. We have a budget this year, and we are also looking at a two-pronged approach. Number one, to increase our spread, जो कि पिछले साल भी बढ़ा था और इस साल फर्स्ट क्वार्टर में भी there's a marked difference in the spreads. And number two, we are looking to cut costs. हमारी जो बड़ी कॉस्ट्स हैं वो हैं आईटी रिलेटेड। एचआर का तो आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज एचआर तो ऑब्वियसली आपने रखना ही है, लेकिन आप आईटी में और जो दूसरी कॉस्ट हैं उनको रैशनलाइज कर सकते हैं। एंड आईटी कॉस्ट जो हमारी है वो हम इस साल वे शिफ्टिंग ऑन टू अ न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी बेस्ड, जिसकी वजह से कम हो जाएगी। एक तो ये। सेकंड, अगर आप खाली इस क्वार्टर की बात कर रहे हैं तो इस क्वार्टर में हमने प्रोएक्टिवली एडिशनल प्रोविजंस डाले हैं जी, दो क्लाइंट्स में, जो परफॉर्म तो ठीक कर रहे हैं लेकिन हम ये समझते हैं कि अभी भी वो वीक उस पे हैं। तो हम कोशिश ये कर रहे हैं कि उनकी प्रोविजनिंग जो है वो इस लेवल की बढ़ा दी जाए कि जिसमें हमें कोई गोइंग फॉरवर्ड कोई सरप्राइजेस ना आए। तो अगर आप प्रोविजन देखेंगे तो that's a large number as well in this quarter.
Okay, so about the top line thing, you guys said that you're a spread business. So are you trying to get a higher leverage? You're currently on 5x right now. Are you trying to go more aggressive in the market? And you also mentioned that you guys are now exiting from the Ijara model. And currently your product mix is around 24% of Ijara or motorcycle or motor vehicle financing. So my question is,
Ijara is not 24%, it's less than that. Ji.
Okay, in the slide you mentioned that motor vehicles are 24%. I'm assuming all of them or on Ijara.
जी, मोटर व्हीकल्स जो है वो एमवी इजारा पे नहीं होती हैं, अब काफी अर्से से नहीं हो रही, वो अब डिमिनिशिंग मुशारका मॉडल पे होती हैं।
अच्छा, okay, okay.
So, and इजारा was one of the reasons because आपको पता है इजारा पे एक अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड लगता है IFRS 2, जिसकी वजह से आपकी जो अर्निंग होती है वो हो जाती है पुश बैक टू द थर्ड एंड द फोर्थ ईयर फॉर अ 5-year ट्रांजैक्शन, और पहले 2 साल में यू मेक अ लॉस। सो उसकी वजह से भी हमारी रैशनलाइज होगी अर्निंग, वो जो अर्निंग आगे जा रही थी वो अर्निंग हमारी इसी साल में होगी। सो दैट इज ऑल्सो अ फैक्टर। ऑल्सो एक और फैक्टर जो आपने वो कहा है कि हम बहुत स्ट्रांगली फोकस कर रहे हैं ऑन आवर एश्योरेंस मॉडल ट्रांजैक्शंस, जिसमें हमें स्प्रेड्स भी अच्छे मिल जाते हैं जो नॉर्मल कॉर्पोरेट क्लाइंट से बेहतर होते हैं, और जिसमें रिकवरी की जो प्रोबेबिलिटी है वो हायर होती है, क्योंकि वो लोगों की सैलरी से डिडक्शन करके उनके रेंटल्स पे हो रहे होते हैं, रेंटल्स एंड प्रॉफिट्स एंड ऑल दैट। तो उस पे हमारे इस साल का फोकस काफी ज्यादा है। जो आज
can you explain a little more about the assurance model?
जी, अश्योरेंस मॉडल ये होता है जी कि वी टॉक टू कॉर्पोरेट एम्प्लॉयर्स एंड वी से कि जी हम आपके एम्प्लॉई को फाइनेंस करेंगे, लेकिन उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट ये होती है कि आप पहली बात तो ये कि आप जो इसकी रीपेमेंट है वो इसकी तनख्वाह से काट के देंगे, आई हमें इंडिविजुअल के पास नहीं जाना पड़ता, वो उसकी तनख्वाह से कट के हमें मिल जाता है विद होल्डिंग बेसिस पे। और सेकंड ये कि उसकी एंड सर्विस बेनिफिट्स जो हैं वो अटैच हो जाती हैं, सो उसमें डिफॉल्ट के चांसेस काफी कम हो जाते हैं। अदरवाइज अगर आप नॉर्मल किसी कंज्यूमर को करते हैं तो वो फिर then you're dependent on the consumer paying you and not the consumer's employer.
But wouldn't this model put you directly against the bank? and you would not be able to charge your premium margins on this?
No, because at this point in time, we have a slight advantage over banks in terms of the capping of,
3 million.
जी 3 मिलियन हमारे पर 3 मिलियन की कोई कैपिंग नहीं है और सेकंड ये कि हमारे जो यूएसपी है वो है क्विक प्रोसेसिंग एंड अंडर अ बेसिक प्रोग्राम सो वो वाली कहानी नहीं होती कि जी आप इधर आए इस ब्रांच में जाएं ये करें वो करें वहां से उसके एम्प्लॉयर जो होता है उसी के पास से सारी चीजें हमारे पास आती हैं हम उसी को असेस करते हैं सारी रेगुलेशंस पे चेक करते हैं कि वो सही हो रहा है उसके डेट बर्डन निकालते हैं और उसकी बेसिस से बताते हैं कि जी आपको इतने का लोन मिल सकता है अगर आपको चाहिए तो आ जाइए और हम चले
So this is you're trying to say that this assurance model is a new thing for you and you're starting it this year, right?
No. We started this quite a few years ago and we're doing very well in this. But our focus was always corporate clients. But for this year, given the fact that इसमें हमारी spread भी अच्छी है और हमारी recovery भी अच्छी है, हम इस पे ज़्यादा focus कर रहे हैं. Corporates पे हम कम focus कर रहे हैं because corporates की negotiations, especially अगर आप SME से थोड़ा सा बाहर जाते हैं, तो आपकी spreads कम हो जाते हैं.
Okay. So any particular number that you can provide, like how much increase in top line we can expect this year? Is it because of this model or generally speaking?
मैं आपको ये बता देता हूँ जी कि last year we did about 1.2 billion of disbursements in this particular model.
Okay.
This year we're expecting this to significantly increase.
Okay. And just one last question. You mentioned that the first quarter the run rate is a little low. Any particular reason for this?
First quarter में usually इस वजह से होता है because जहाँ पे आप especially in the corporate side जहाँ पे आप investments कर रहे होते हैं वहाँ पे June usually is या June वाला जो quarter होता है March to June, April to June वो सबसे ज़्यादा happening quarter होता है because people are either correcting their balance sheets for ratios तो वो या उनको working capital चाहिए होता है तो उस वक्त वो ज़्यादा आ रहे होते हैं. First quarter में things usually ease out. एंड ऑल्सो जो नई गाड़ियों का अगर आप ट्रेंड देखें जो लोग गाड़ियां लेते हैं तो वो गाड़ियां भी साल की खत्म होने के बाद लेते हैं. फरवरी मार्च में उनके नए मॉडल्स आ रहे होते हैं तो वो उस वक्त जाके ले रहे होते हैं. सो सितंबर अक्टूबर के मंथ्स या इससे पहले के जो 2-3 मंथ्स हैं वो यूजुअली स्लो होते हैं.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Sir, any other question from audience or?
Wake up the audience.
Yes, sir. No question.
If there are no questions, let's wrap it up.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, जी. हमने भी जगा दे भाई. अच्छा. सुता पे.
Recording stop.